Ever heard the saying, an army marches on its stomach? Well, what if the guy filling that stomach was also the one saving the entire army? This isn't a movie plot. It's the incredible true story of a cook who became a legend. Let's rewind to the battlefields of World War II. Imagine the chaos, the constant danger. In the heart of it all, there's a battalion, exhausted, cut off, and facing overwhelming odds. Their communications are down, supplies are dwindling, and hope is wearing thin. Among them is a man whose primary job isn't to fire a rifle, but to fire up a stove. Let's call him Sarge, a cook whose biggest daily battle was usually making sure the coffee was hot and the stew was edible. But on this day, his menu would feature a heaping side of courage. As enemy forces closed in, the situation looked dire. The commanding officers were pinned down, and the unit was on the verge of being completely wiped out. Panic was setting in. But while others saw an impossible fight, Sarge saw a problem that needed solving, just like a recipe gone wrong. He knew the terrain around the camp kitchen better than anyone. He knew every ditch, every ridge, every hidden path used for foraging supplies. This was his turf. With the main fighting force engaged in a desperate defense, Sarge saw his chance. It was a long shot, a crazy idea born from desperation. He wasn't a trained scout or a frontline soldier. He was a cook. But he knew that if no one broke through the enemy line to get help, they were all doomed. So, he put down his ladle, picked up a rifle, and made a decision that would change everything. Under the cover of smoke and chaos, he slipped out of the camp. He didn't use the main roads, he used the secret trails he knew from his supply runs. He moved like a ghost, crawling through mud and weaving through thickets, the sounds of battle ringing in his ears. Every shadow could be an enemy, every snapped twig a death sentence. His heart must have been pounding out of his chest, but he kept going. He was driven by one thought. The lives of his brothers in arms depended on him. He navigated miles of hostile territory, dodging patrols and enemy positions. Think about that for a second. This wasn't a commando. This was a man who just hours before was probably peeling potatoes. But in that moment, he was the battalion's only hope. He finally reached a friendly outpost, exhausted and covered in grime, and delivered the critical message: his battalion's location and their desperate need for reinforcements. The rescue was swift. Relief forces, guided by the information Sarge provided, broke through the enemy encirclement and saved the trapped battalion from annihilation. When the dust settled, the hero of the hour wasn't a decorated officer or a seasoned warrior. It was the humble cook. He didn't do it for medals or glory. He did it because they were his men, his family, and he wasn't going to let them down. This story is a powerful reminder that heroes can come from anywhere. Courage isn't about the uniform you wear or the job title you hold. It's about what you do when everything is on the line. It's about the cook who stepped out of the kitchen and into history, saving an entire battalion with his bravery and knowledge of the land. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales of incredible unsung heroes. We'll see you in the next one.